Hey everybody, it's Cotton here, and I am bringing you some more of the Wind Waker HD. Last time we defeated the boss of Dragon Roost Cavern, and we got Din's Pearl. And in this episode, we are going over to the Wind Shrine to see what we can learn from this. There appear to be markings that indicate specific directions. Well, we just got our Wind Waker, so let's see if we can use this. And so this is our very first song that we're going to learn with the Wind Waker. It's the Wind Song, or Wind's Requiem? Wind's Requiem, there we go. And so pretty much with this, we will be able to change the direction of the wind to any direction we want to. Yep, that's a mighty nice breeze. The name's Zephos, I'm the god of winds. So you're the new Wind Waker, are you? Great, great. For a beginner, you've got a nice wind sense about you. I like you, kid. That tune you just picked up, well, it gives you control over the direction of the winds. Depending on how it's used, wind can be a good thing or a very bad thing. You want an example of it being a bad thing, then you should see my brother. It saddens me to say that my brother Cyclos is miffed about his monument here being broken, and now he spends his time creating cyclones to torment people with. So if you encounter any cyclones at sea, chastise my brother for me, will you? And that is my request for you. So we haven't really had much of a chance to really explore the sea, so we don't really know exactly what he's talking about. But he warns us about his brother causing giant tornadoes on the sea. So, let's see. You have to turn the wind direction south. If you don't do that, Coral will tell you that we need a northerly wind, and he won't even let you in the boat unless the wind is going south. But I'm actually not going to Windfall just yet. I forgot about one little thing that we need to do first, and that's back inside the Rito tribe, I suppose, up at the mail center. So I think I'm just gonna cut there really quick, I don't know, just save a few seconds. And so after you completed the first mail sorting mini game, you'll see this guy's working here. Blue clothes and a crawfish design. This guy knows who we are. Pretty much everybody's been talking about you, and so he just wants to see the 25 letter sort. So you just have to do it like once again, and this is the last time you need to do it. But it's actually a really good idea to do it because you'll get a heart piece for doing this. And so I don't think I'm really gonna cut this out. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'm not too sure. Man, I'm actually doing really bad here. And I made it. Okay. I had to stop talking to like really concentrate there, but oh my gosh. I'm so impressed. I've got to tell my mom back home all about this. I just gotta. I'm still new here, so I'm not allowed to leave, so would you mind putting this letter to my mom in the post box for me? Thanks a lot, man. You accepted a note to mom. It's so sad you could almost cry. I guess I could throw it in here with the others, but I just can't bring myself to do it. It's against the rules. Yeah, so there you have it. He's not allowed to do that, which is why we have to do this. But those golden feathers I mentioned, you have to bring them back to this guy. You need to bring him 20 of those. Yeah, I can't quite do that yet, but I'm just letting you know that's the guy that you'll need to do that with. And so, was I walking into the wall? I wasn't looking, I was looking at the gamepad, but but all you need to do is just come up to a post box, pull up the letter. You also have to pay for it. Postage is 5 rupees. Yeah, I'll send it now. So after 1 day passes, you will get a letter from his mom, and she will give you a piece of heart. It would seem that Ganon sent those monsters to this place, but that would mean there's no time to lose. We must depart at once to the place where the next Pearl sleeps. We sail to the south. And so, like I said, if you didn't set the wind to the south, he wouldn't let you go. But wait, I need to look at my map first. So on here, I'm going to change the direction of the wind. I'm going to set it to west because we want to head back to Windfall Island because the most important item in this game is there. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, if you see that big rock over there with the bombs, I'll mention it in a second. Hold it right there, small fry. I don't know where you got your mitts on that sea chart you got there, but it looks to me like it's pretty much... It's got nothing but seas drawn on it. It's pathetic. In fact, it's an insult to call that thing a sea chart. I'm just trying to be nice here. Don't give me that stupefied look. Okay, so pretty much... this guy is going to fill in our sea chart, so we'll be able to see islands. He'll also give us like little hints or tips or small bits of info about the island. And yeah, he's pretty useful. There's a real peculiar cave towards the backside of this here Dragon Roost Island. Yeah, real peculiar, but I doubt you'll ever get there to see it, small fry, unless you manage to sprout wings and fly, that is. Because you won't be getting there otherwise. So it's like that. He might give you a little secret about the island, or he might talk about, I don't know, some other islands. Oh, you there, the kingly red lion guy. That's it, I've repaid my debt. I'm done. You take care of the rest. Yeah, I don't believe they ever mentioned, like, what that debt was, but... Okay, back to that rock that just disappeared. There's a chest on it, and it contains 100 rupees. And if you want to get that now, you can use a hoi pair to get a seagull, and then get the seagull to just fly into one of the bombs, and that will destroy the rock and drop the treasure chest. And before you go to Windfall, you actually need 200 rupees. Maybe not exactly, but you're gonna want at least 200 rupees just to be safe, because we're going to be going to the auction, and in order to buy the Swift Sail, it's gonna be about 200 rupees. It might be like 180, but you know, you'll want to get 200 just to be safe, and I think I missed that those rupees. And yeah, that's what that is. Like, if you go through the flags and start sailing and collect all of the more rupees you collect, like, the higher they'll go. You know, it starts out at like you know, 1 rupee, and then you collect a few of those. It'll be like blue rupees, and then, you know, gold, and eventually like you know, 20 rupees. So I'd like to get there. I guess it actually doesn't matter when I get there. It can be day or night, because the guy that I want to see first, he's going to be there. And so I guess I might as well just collect these. And so you'll see in the bottom left that it's a sun. It switched from a clock to that sun design. And so what that means is that we've entered the certain region of this island where time stops. So we got here just in time for it to still be day. Which, like I said, it doesn't matter, because we're gonna learn to be able to change the time, or at least change the daytime. And what I did right there, I pulled out the Wind Waker, because if you do that when you're sailing, you'll stop automatically. You know, so you don't have to wait to like come to a slow stop. You'll just stop automatically, and so that's just a quick way to get out of your boat. And so the first thing that I want to do is up over to this guy. You've probably seen him dancing around, but what you want to do is pull out your Wind Waker in front of him, and just let a few beats go by. I think I need to be closer. Do I need to talk to him first? I think I need to talk to him first. So he's talking about how he's having a problem. He can't really figure out the song that he's trying to dance or sing or whatever he's doing. But he mentions he knows a song that can change day into night. It was a magical dance, but he just can't seem to remember the rhythm, so now we can pull out the Wind Waker. And yeah, you just wait for a few beats to go by, and he'll suddenly remember. Cha. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know. So right, left, down. That is the direction for the Wind Waker. So right, left, down. And with this is pretty much the Sun Song, the Song of Passing. So now we can turn day into night. Okay, and so next I think I think I'll turn it to nighttime just so that I can get the auction over with. So you do that and it just automatically changes to night. And I believe in this game it was the first time where like you actually stay in your place. Whereas like in Ocarina of Time you would load from the last entry point you came from, like a doorway or something. But here we'll notice the post box is moving around, so we have a letter. So let's check it. To my son's superior, thank you very much for looking after my boy. This isn't much, but I hope you'll accept it all the same. I politely request your continued kindness towards my son, Kashiko, Baito's mother. And we get a piece of heart for that. And, so let's say I mentioned the auction, and that takes place in the rich guy's house on the first floor. And this is run by Zunari. And so here he's going to tell you how it works. But it's whatever items will appear are completely random. So if there's an item that you want to get but it doesn't show up, you'll just have to leave the auction and then re-enter the house and keep doing that until you get the item that you want. And so I might have to do that for the Swift Sale unless I get lucky and get it right here. Which I do! Hey! Yay! But there's a few items you can get. You can get a piece of heart, I believe, 1 or 2 treasure charts, and then a joy pendant. And so the way the auction works is that there's a starting price, and then everybody will start bidding. If the price of the item is under 100 rupees, you have to pay 10 rupees in order to stun everybody else. But if the price is over 10 rupees, you have to pay at least 10% to stun everybody. So right here, I'd have to pay probably about 11 rupees, so I'm going to say 117. And what I mean by stunning is that these guys will be stunned, and they won't be able to place any bids. And I guess you can argue about which one, like what kind of strategy can keep the item at the lowest it possibly can. Some people might say, you know, only make 1 bid. But from when I've played, I've noticed that actually bidding, like, as soon as you can, and like, so 12, 1, 2, 3, 13. I think that keeping them stunned the whole time actually keeps it cheaper, because these guys can actually raise the price quite a bit, and so if you make it so that they can't, it actually, shoot, there we go. It can actually raise the price quite a bit, so 13, so 146. I hope I'm doing my math right. I really can't do math in my head. But really, like, for the most part, I think you'll be paying the same price for all of your items. You know, like, this is going to be from, like, 180 to 220 rupees, maybe. 180 to 210, maybe. You know, just something, it's fairly high. But yeah, I mean, you can see how quick some of these guys, yeah, like right here, yeah, I mean, these guys are going quick. I mean, I can't even raise up my bar, and they're going up by 10 each time. Oh, come on! Jeez, stop it! Knock it off! Man. Oh, man, they raised it by like 30 rupees there. Okay, so 18, so 190... Wait, 198, I think. Let me see. Yeah, 198, there we go, 198 rupees. So this should be enough to actually get me the item here. Only 5 seconds. I don't know, I guess you could try whatever you want. You could only bid once, or you could, you know, stun them every time you can, but yeah, I don't know. It's gonna cost you around 200 rupees, so it just doesn't matter. And we get the Swift Sale. So, like I said, this makes your sail twice as fast, and it also automatically changes the direction of the wind. And so you can probably... If you haven't played this game before, then you probably... I mean, you can understand how sailing would become annoying in that aspect, but... Wait a minute, let's see. But But yeah, you can probably see why this is definitely the best item. Like, you do a lot of sailing, and... Let me take a look. Oh, okay, so... I'm actually going to take advantage of this really quick. I'm going to take a picture of the full moon. So I'm just going to do that. This is important for a treasure chart that we're going to get. I'm just actually pretty lucky that this was the night of the full moon, because otherwise I was going to have to, like, go from day to night over until it was the full moon. But talk to this guy. And he says nobody understands how he feels. He's kind of an emo loser. So just talk to him a couple of times, and then you can say that you understand how he feels or something. And he says he wants a pictograph of a perfectly round, pale thing, which that sounds exactly like the full moon. So show him a picture of the full moon. And so he tells you that's exactly what he was looking for. It does need to be the deluxe pictograph, so it has to be in color. You can't do that in the black and white one. And for that, he gives us a treasure chart, and that contains a piece of heart, so it's fairly important. That, we will be getting to that later, that flower. Let's see. So I did that. The next thing that I want to do is Mrs. Marie. I want to give her all of these joy pendants. Might as well get this over with right now. We also get a piece of heart for this, so I guess it's pretty important to do. So just show them to her. So, she says she'll take 20 of them. And for 20, you get the cabana deed. So she owns, like, her own personal island that has a cabana on it. It's like a little tropical paradise. It's actually a really cool island. I love going there. And I'll give her these pendants again for the next 20. And I believe she takes all of them this time. Let's see. But for that we get a treasure chart. I could have sworn I got a piece of heart, but huh. Ah, man, I'm just kind of confused. Because in the original GameCube version, after you gave her your the 40th joy pendant, you would get, oh shoot, what's it called? The Hero's Mask or Hero's Charm or something? But it was like a mask you could wear that would that shows you enemies' health. But in this game they replaced it, and I'll get into a little bit more about why they replaced it with a treasure chart. And this is the guy that you need to talk to. You give him 3 skull necklaces and you can get a piece of heart. Or no, you get a treasure chart from him. Getting confused again. And so, let's see. For now, I think I actually did everything that I need to. Yep. So, yeah, now we can actually start heading back to, we can start going to our next destination, which is the Forest Haven. But you can't just head straight there. You actually have to go back to Dragon Roost, and then go back, and then head down, straight down to Forest Haven, because right now, the only part of the map that's open is in an L shape on your map. So, you can't go to, like, any other island that's outside of that L shape. And so, in the next episode, I'm going to start off on Dragon Roost Island, and then continue on. So, yeah, I guess, yeah, I'll see you then. Next episode, we will be at Dragon Roost, and we will head down to the Forest Haven, and I'll see you guys then.